The Affair of the Painter and the Muse. In a quiet village surrounded by rolling hills, the painter Julien Duval was known for his breathtaking portraits. His works captured not just faces, but the very essence of his subjects, as if he painted their souls onto the canvas. It was in this village that he met Camille, a striking woman with a quiet grace. She was the wife of a prominent merchant, her life one of duty and decorum. But the moment Julien saw her, he knew she was the muse he had been searching for. Camille agreed to sit for him, though she did so reluctantly, aware of the whispers that might follow. As the sessions began, she found herself drawn to Julien's passion, the way his eyes lingered on her with reverence, not ownership. He saw her as she had never been seen before, and in return she inspired his most exquisite work. Their connection deepened with every brushstroke. Conversations about art turned into shared confessions about dreams and desires they had both buried long ago. It wasn't long before they fell deeply, hopelessly in love. But their love was forbidden. Camille belonged to another, and Julien knew the consequences of their affair would be ruinous. So they found a way to keep their bond alive, letters hidden in the frames of his paintings. Each portrait he completed of Camille held a secret letter behind the canvas, messages of longing, poetry, and dreams of a life they could never have. Years passed, and Camille's husband grew suspicious. Fearing for her safety, Camille ended their sittings. Heartbroken but resigned, Julien poured his love into one final masterpiece, The Eternal Muse, a portrait of Camille that captured her in a moment of serene beauty. Behind its frame, he left his last letter, a confession of undying love. The painting was sold and passed through many hands, eventually vanishing into obscurity. Julien never saw Camille again, though he spent the rest of his life painting women who reminded him of her, none of whom could compare. Decades later, in a bustling Parisian auction house, The Eternal Muse resurfaced. A young art historian named Etienne, intrigued by its beauty, purchased it. As he restored the frame, he discovered a hidden compartment, and within it, a fragile letter. The words were faded but legible, brimming with love and longing. Etienne was captivated and began searching for clues about the painter and his muse. To his astonishment, he discovered that Camille was his grandmother. Piecing together their story, Etienne found more paintings, each containing hidden letters that chronicled their forbidden romance. He realized their love, though unfulfilled, had transcended time, living on in Julien's art and Camille's legacy. Etienne held an exhibition of Julien's works titled The Muse's Secret, revealing the story behind each portrait. Visitors were moved by the tale of love and sacrifice, the enduring connection between a painter and his muse. Standing before the Eternal Muse, Etienne felt a quiet pride. His grandparents' love, though constrained by the rules of their time, had found a way to be eternal, immortalized in brushstrokes and words.